Like that they had episodes that were just so over the top. There was people that got mad. Al Sharpton apparently got mad about the MLK episode because MLK ends the episode says I'm not going to be with you niggas and I'm going to Canada. But the MLK episode I think hits people a certain way because I have tons of friends that love that episode. And I go, were you really watching it? Or do you
Right.
just like the fact that you think that would happen to Martin Luther King if he came back? There is something interesting about MLK coming back, if you will, and making the rounds on these popular shows and people not digging his message because their idea of him is stuck in I have a dream. And hearing the anti-war king during the Iraq or the Afghanistan invasion for them is kind of that guy wouldn't exist.
Right.
And we would throw him to the dogs and we'd forget about him. I don't know if that would necessarily happen. I think MLK, if he was to come back, would probably align himself with someone like Oprah, which they joke about in the show. He talks about Oprah as a damn fine woman.
Oh, God.
Because that's what he did in real life. That's what most people. We talked about that with the Jesus show. Whenever you're a big organizer, you're also a big fundraiser. So of course he would be around a certain stratum of black bourgeoisie,
and he would be answering, like if he was around right now, he would be doing what all the other organizers have to do, which is to constantly update their image when they've been around as long as him. Like right now, he'd be answering for his treatment of Bayard Rustin.
Oh God!
He would. Yes.
Be dragged for the treatment of Bayard Rustin. Like, come on.
They'd interrupt his speech like he was Bernie Sanders.
He would be doing an apology tour just to, come on.
And that's what makes that episode so funny is he's trying to do things that he did back in the day. And of course it doesn't work. And then they have the Martin Luther King birthday jam and he can't get into the club. That's the funniest thing to
me. Also, his face on everything, where I really should have been paid for this.
He said, "What he said? I should have a say so in these things. I really should have a say in these things." Yeah, it's. I thought it was funny. But when he does the big speech at the end, I'm like, I had to think back to 2005, 2006. Because we have to kind of go in the Wayback Machine almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And if we put that episode out now, it would probably be very boring. Martin Luther King would go on Democracy Now. A big NPR tour. It just wouldn't. He wouldn't
get on the show because people would be talking about his potential sex tapes and his track record with women and LGBT
white women.
Mm-hmm. That would have been it.
Yeah, there would be no democracy. Cornel West would be distancing himself from Dr. King right now. Like, I never really liked that dude.
Disappearing into the bushes.
Who, by the way, is drawn in the we can just keep doing these circles.
He's drawn on the R. Kelly episode. Someone says MLK going on Joe Rogan. Who says that? Antonio says MLK going on Joe Rogan. I was a slave to the flesh, Joe.
What's Uncle
Those white woman was so thick in Chicago, Joe. You don't know.
They smell like lemon and Pledge furniture cleaner.
They smell like lemon and Pledge furniture cleaner. Yeah. They make these white women different nowadays, Joe Rogan.
Jesus.
So much ass. So much ass. Sorry, I'm going to stop now.
God damn.
Can you imagine? So sorry. I'm going to get so much hate.
Yo, somebody's saying that's crazy, Martin. By the way, you ever done DMT? That's a Joe Rogan question.
That is funny.
I have not, Joe, but have you seen a BBL?
Be worth it. I mean, the closest we'll get is when the FBI releases those sex tapes. We'll get to see people's responses. PAWG Chaser MLK is Jason's best character yet. Somebody clip this without context.
That's the new character, modern day MLK, fucking walking around, fucking black hip hop.